Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 8 of The Idiot Party, a weekly independent podcast where myself, Nick, and our special guest, Fiona.
Hi.
Crickets. Okay. This week we're talking about all kinds of stuff, games we played. We've got a little bit of news here, some movie news, some game news, and we're doing something a little special this week. We have a special guest, Fiona. She's a broadcaster on Twitch. We're going to do a little Q&A session with her. Talk about Twitch just in general and probably some YouTube gaming because that always comes up when we talk about Twitch. So welcome. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Yeah, no problem at all.
Thank you for having me.
I just totally kicked my desk and my knee is freaking on fire right now.
It's okay. Play through the pain.
So, what have you been playing this week, Edo?
Let's see. So I started playing earlier in the week. I went out, or I guess it would be last weekend. I went out and got Metro 2033. Got it used from GameStop. So of course it didn't work. Like got 30 minutes into the game and then it froze, and then I wanted to Spartan kick my Xbox out the window. So had to go through the rigmarole of returning that, and then Amazon priming another copy of what's it called, Metro, which showed up today. So I've been playing that. And
was it the same one of Metro, or was it the Redux?
Yeah, it's the Redux or Redo or whatever it's called. So it's the one disc, 2 games. It's Metro 2033 and Last Light.
Perfect.
Which I think is one of the most underrated first-person shooters out there. It came out a little while ago. It came out on 360 originally, but such a great game. So I've been playing that, and then I put 6 solid hours into Batman last night, just on a complete lark. Yeah, so that was a ton of fun. How about you?
I've been playing World of Tanks. Still playing that on Xbox One. Digging it a lot. Actually got intoxicated the other night and bought a bunch of tanks and stuff like an idiot.
A bunch of tanks?
I bought maybe like 4 tanks. And then afterwards I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So I want to talk about, and this is episode 8, and I've talked about Destiny.
Hold on. Don't gloss over that. I want to know how much you spent on these things.
I bought let's just say I bought like the $30 pack or the 29, or it was like 30 something bucks for the experience points or the coins or whatever. And now I don't have any. So.
Oh, wow. So did you get your money's worth? I mean, are you completely OP now? Are you in God mode?
No, because I bought a heavy tank and then I went in there thinking that I was going to be hot shit, and I got destroyed, like totally smacked around. So I was like, damn it.
Were you in a game with a bunch of other heavy tanks with a bunch of other people?
Not really, no, not really. It wasn't really like that. It was, I think there were maybe 2
Did you learn
tanks.
your lesson?
Yeah, not to,
Did you learn your lesson? Yeah.
that I need to put like a password or something.
Yeah, let's do that next time. Let's insert a password somewhere so you can't drunkenly buy tanks.
Yeah. So there's
Fiona, what's the most that you've spent in an online game or a game in general? It could be a phone game or a mobile or regular console.
On one game.
Say that again.
$30 altogether. I've only
Really?
spent like $30 altogether on like an inside game thing, and that's $20 for Sims points for like cool kitchen stuff, and $10 for Maple Story when that was the thing back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I played Maple Story. Yeah, that was my shit back in the day. It was kind of horrible now looking at it. I probably shouldn't have spent so much time. I should have done my schoolwork.
Yeah.
I kind of did my schoolwork.
Was that a browser game, or I'm not sure I'm familiar with Maple Story. What is that?
It's really, really Asian-fied. When I say Asian-fied, I mean, like the little, like, the side scroller. First of all, it's a side scroller. It's an MMO side scroller. And it was pretty cool when it turned into World of Warcraft.
Oh, no.
Basically.
It's awful.
Like, how you just spend all your time and it just
Grinding.
absorbs you. Yeah. People.
Interesting.
And it just adds more and more stuff. And so you have to sit there and spend every last waking moment playing it. And finally, I just gave up. I was like, I need a social life. I'm out. I still have friends from it that are like, oh, you should get... Not happening.
And they're still playing this? Like they're still trying to get the hooks in and pull you back?
Oh, and it's like it teases me because they'll send me like everything that's being added, and it's like teasing me, and it's like, no, stop it, stop. It's horrible. I want to go back, but I can't. My son will never eat.
Sure.
Like, he would never eat.
Machine, other than your $30 extravaganza in World of Tanks, anything else that you care to admit?
Yeah. So.
There's something else.
Oh yeah, I spend money on in-game items all the time. So PlanetSide 2 is a PC game. It's on PlayStation 4 now, but originally it was on the PC. Mm-hmm. And it was like microtransaction city. Like, I don't have an exact dollar amount, but let's just say I probably put someone's kid through college. So I spent a lot of money on that game.
Can you put me through college?
I can't. I don't have any more money. I spent it all on PlanetSide 2.
It's all in plasma weapons, Fiona. Where have you been?
That's right. You got all those
Grand
skins
Theft
and shit
Auto?
too. Oh, there you go, Grand Theft Auto. Those shark cards. You guys ever buy those shark cards for Grand Theft Auto?
Shark?
No.
Card?
Yeah, the shark card.
Are you talking about the game things?
Yeah, where it's basically like you pay real money for in-game money.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So once again, more money.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I told you the only in-game thing.
You're cutting out quite a bit, Fiona. Get a lot of feedback from you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hang on.
All right.
So I definitely embarrassingly spent about $25, inching up to your 30 in that Simpsons Tap Out game.
Oh my god.
On iPad.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. I went through a dark Simpsons Tap Out phase where I was waking up. I was setting an alarm and waking up like halfway through the night just to tap it, reset it. Definitely put a relationship on the rocks for a little bit. You're fucking playing that tap game again? Like, oh my god.
But you don't understand. The citizens of Springfield need me.
It got dark and bad. I was really, really embarrassed, and I did it when nobody was home. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna put my little password in here into iTunes, and boom. Yeah, and I just felt there was just this emptiness inside afterwards. Like, it took something out of me, and there's nothing. It didn't give me anything. But yeah, tap out.
Yeah, man, I'm bad with microtransactions. I don't know. And I always fight it too. I'm always like, oh, that's bullshit. I'm never going to pay money. I already paid for the game, And then it's like, oh, well, this is a free-to-play game. So these microtransactions are going to support the developer. And then next thing I know, I'm like, I don't know. I just spent all my money on fucking tanks.
Your Zynga's wet dream.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they're just trying to think of how to get you onto Farmville 3 right now.
Oh, no, I couldn't. I can't even get on games like that. So Fiona, what have you been playing?
Lately, just Grand Theft Auto.
Nice. Yeah,
I haven't really played anything else.
I was in your stream earlier watching you play story mode.
Yeah, I played. Oh God, what is that? And somehow it took an hour to do. Oh, it was a heist to get the submarine thing. It took an hour. Like, that should not have taken me an hour to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember.
I didn't get caught. I didn't get caught. It should not have taken me that long to do one. I can't. I don't understand why. Like, I'm still furious about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of those missions, and especially not just 5, but a lot of the Grand Theft Auto games, a lot of the missions just take way longer than they need to. But at least with 5, they have like checkpoints and stuff. So
submarine.
Agreed. I think it was better than some of the other games with like padding out the missions with stupid chasing and follow stuff. But it's still
I hate
like
the follow missions.
The follow missions maybe had fewer of them, but then you're still following. Like, one of the follow missions takes you from point A on one side of the map to point B on the other tip of the map, and just like.
Is you got to go down every single
thing.
side street.
I'd rather do 4 shorter ones as opposed to one long one where I'm sitting there thinking like, I could be doing something in real life right now that like I could be getting shit done. I could be cleaning the house as opposed to driving across a virtual island.
Yeah, no shit.
Fiona, what do you prefer more? Do you like the online mode or do you like the story mode?
I haven't finished story mode, but I'm always online.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand. I just end up going online probably to hang out with people and have a life while playing video games. So I'm having a social life and not having the social. It works out so well.
Yeah.
At least I think it works out well.
Absolutely. I love playing Grand Theft Auto Online. Gatto and I started our co-op career together playing Grand Theft Auto Online and just completely wrecking people to the point where, we would stalk people and make them quit the game.
Let's back up. Stalk people in an attack helicopter.
Well, yeah. Well, okay.
I actually did that the other night. With I call him V, and he's another British dude that kind of gets really annoying. But we normally don't troll people, and we stopped doing a heist with the other two people from their little crew, and we just trolled the shit out of people. And I feel bad about it 2 days later.
2 days?
Really?
It takes
you
you
have
2
Grand
days?
Theft Auto guilt?
Yeah. It took me 2 days to be like, oh, goddamn, I was an ass.
So,
Shit.
in the
I was a
grieving
fucking
process, you
ass.
got to get to the acceptance stage, right? Because the game was designed to troll people.
I know.
I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm still heartbroken about it.
That's all right.
I'm still heartbroken.
No, I think it's mind blowing to me that people get as upset as they do over like getting killed in free mode in Grand Theft Auto. It's mind blowing to me. Like it's supposed to be this like Mad Max type world where there's just rockets flying all over the place, and yet people get so upset.
So
I think my greatest achievement in that though is figuring out how to kill people in passive mode on the Xbox One.
Hell yeah.
I've never been happier.
We did that on PC. We finally figured out how to kill people. It was
How
great.
do you do it in PC?
So you just take a car, especially if they're like idle.
Mm-hmm.
You just take a car, park it next to them, blow up the car, and then they are so because
Perfect.
they went passive mode in the first place, and you just killed them somehow anyways.
Mm-hmm.
They hate you, and that's how you begin trolling people. And
I've gotten some very, very funny, very nasty voice messages on Xbox Live where I've like played them for friends before. Just be like, FaceTime them, be like, listen to this. It's like, oh fuck your mother, I fucking hate you out there. I'll be editing some of the videos of like Machine and I hunting people and just be cackling at work on my laptop.
Yeah, they're out there on YouTube somewhere. I think I've got like 2 on YouTube, and yeah, they're there. They're out there.
Oh goodness.
I guess I'm gonna have to find those.
Yeah. They're definitely 2 highlights for sure on Twitch, on my Twitch channel. Man.
No, the only highlight I watch on your Twitch is the one where you push over the fat lady.
Oh god! When I was doing the 24-hour broadcast for 8-Bit Salute, and it was like hour 23. I mean, I was freaking out of it, and I'm playing as Trevor in story mode. I'm walking down the street, just minding my own business, and then I like freaking elbow check some fat lady, knocked her over, and I laughed for a couple of minutes, just hysterically.
Little sleep depot getting to you.
Oh yeah. Oh, hardcore too. I played from 9 to 9, and like at 6 in the morning, I was like completely. I had no idea what was going on.
Damn.
Yeah.
I haven't done. I've done. I think the most I've pushed is like an 8 or 9 hour stream, but I haven't gotten to a 12-hour, and I've obviously never done 24 hours. That's daunting.
It is.
I did a 12-hour, my first one. That was very interesting. If I didn't have help, I don't think I would have made it.
How so?
Well, I had to take breaks. Like, I had to take hour breaks because, first of all, I'm sitting on a bed. Like, my setup was just my laptop. So, and my desk was my bed. So I just had to sit up on my bed. And so I'd have to take like hour breaks, and I didn't really want to stop. So what we did is he ended up channel, and he would stream for an hour or two. And then I would come back, finish. And then when I need another break, he would stream for another hour or two.
That's awesome.
That's a good idea. So you just keep it going. No breaks, no stops in terms of like the stream flow.
Right.
Pretty much. The only stop was the first time that we switched over, but it was only like off for a minute tops. So it was basically, we still kept going.
Nice. Very
So
nice.
I guess we could just transition into the interview side of this.
Yeah.
Start just hammering you with questions, Fiona.
Oh boy.
All right. So, what is your Twitch channel name? Twitch.tv/
XxPhiona, PhionaXX.
All right. How long have you been streaming? When did you start?
January. I don't know the exact day. It was like mid or late January, 2015.
Perfect.
So this year.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
that's about the same time I started.
So we've all started in 2015. That's crazy.
Yeah.
When did you start?
I started in March of this year.
Ah, so you started later than idiot.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think what's weird about this too is that we all met through Reddit, through the Twitch subreddit, because before, yeah, all three of us.
Too.
Yeah.
No, I met you from Operation Supply Drop.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, well,
That's how I met you.
My memory's not what it used to be. I'm old and shit. So, okay, yeah.
Too many of those long streams.
I remember now because we were on the same team. We were on the Xsplit team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like full on retarded. I'm sorry. Okay.
No,
yeah.
so explain this to me.
Old, remember?
How did you guys get placed on the same Xsplit team, and what charity were you doing this for?
I dropped, and I ended up going on to his team because Gamer was the U.S. manager or something like that for XSplit.
Yeah, Gamer Insanity.
And yeah. Asked him about a charity and I was like, oh, I want to do it. Can I help? And then he was like, just sign up to this Xsplit team. And I was like, okay. And I did. And then I ended up following him to watch his charity because he did his before me. And I wanted to see you did yours. And I'm so thankful I had help. I was still giggling like a little schoolgirl after 12 hours.
Oh, yeah,
like,
it was grueling. But yeah, Operation Supply Drop was when I first joined the organization, I didn't really know anybody. I was just kind of like, oh, this seems like something cool to kind of, spend money and gain interest and all that stuff. And then I joined the XSplit team because it was basically the only one where it was open and I could just join it without really having to talk to anybody. Because it was kind of awkward for me because I had just joined the organization and I didn't know anybody, and I was like, well, shit, I got to do something. So, but yeah, I mean, it's been good so far. I mean, Fiona's a mod in my channel. She's in all the time. I'm in hers. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I don't, but I'm generally lurking. Yeah, I mean, it's
you lurk.
Yeah, it's a good relationship, and Gatto as well. Like, we met on the Twitch subreddit, where they used to do these introduction posts, and
they used to. Did they put the kibosh on that?
Yeah, they don't do it anymore. Now you got to go to like the Twitch database or whatever, where they have a separate subreddit for it, for introductions, basically.
Interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah, because I guess there were too many, and they couldn't. It was like kind of overshadowing everything else, so they just made a different thing for it.
Overshadowing what? People complaining about not getting viewers,
Right. So it'd be introductions and people bitching about not being partnered after one stream. So that's basically what the Reddit was about. I don't really go on there that much anymore. I mean, and I don't want to knock it because it's a fantastic subreddit. If you're looking for information, all the archive stuff that they have on there, I know everything I know about broadcasting on Twitch, I learned from the database they had of user guides and tips and tricks and stuff like that.
Same. That was a massive resource for me getting started, because so many people had comprehensive XSplit guides, and even getting started with broadcasting off the Xbox One, and all the little tips and tricks you needed to do to uninstall and reinstall and disconnect and reconnect the Twitch app, blah, blah, blah. It was massively helpful, but you still had to sift through all the bitching to get to the gold.
Absolutely.
So Fiona, what game did you start streaming when you started? Kind of reductive.
I know what you meant.
Mass Effect, actually. Yeah, Mass Effect trilogy. I just started from the very first game and I went through it. I did play other little random games, but I think technically, Mass Effect is the first thing that I ever did. And then I did Orion Prelude, which is some dinosaur hunting game. And it's actually kind of fun.
Nice.
But it's also not, because it it just in a game. It's not popular. Of those, and it mostly just stuck with Mass Effect.
Nice.
And then I went to New Vegas. Fallout.
Yeah, that's when I started watching you, when you were doing a lot of Fallout. So you're excited for Fallout 4 then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Did you get your Pip-Boy edition?
No. I'm not that crazy about it.
Oh.
I mean, it looked cool and everything, but I'm just sitting there oh, but y'all did?
He's not that much of a nerd, yeah.
Oh, no, I can be.
I don't even know what a Pip-Boy is.
I don't have space for little fun things. My son would ruin it in a heartbeat, and I would be furious if he did. And it's like, no. All right, don't do it, Brittany. Don't do it. Like, I haven't reserved it or anything. I'm just waiting. I'm going to have nice things.
Fair enough.
Do you do any of the midnight release? Do you get into that at all, Fiona?
Well, I used to work at GameStop, so I know how fun it is to go to all the midnight stuff and things like that. So if I have a game that I want to go to, then yeah, I'll be like, I'm sitting, peace out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have any good GameStop stories?
Oh God.
What's the number, like top 2 or 3 most memorable GameStop customer experiences?
I can't wait.
Well, let's see. Do you want to know funny? Do you want to know revolting? Do you want to know
revolting?
Start with revolting.
It's got to be revolting.
Okay. Midnight release. Actually, midnight release. So, you know how whenever you have a midnight release in like a very small just very small area, like you can't move or anything because it's filled with fat people. That's what we always gave our people when they came to midnight releases. Didn't even have to get a game. We gave you pizza.
Oh yeah.
Always fat people, just any fat people, and half of them didn't get a game. Nothing. They were just there for the pizza. And it's just like you could hear them sitting there like, yeah, I'm here for the pizza. Yeah, I'm here for the pizza.
Interesting. See, the midnight releases that I've gone to, you have to, you basically get your free pizza as you're walking out of the store with the game. And so they would do that thing where you walk in, you have to like check in with your receipt first, and then you go back in line. And so as you're walking out the first time, that's your opportunity to get pizza. But you have to show them your receipt before you're even allowed in the store. Like they're not putting up with any of that riffraff.
Perfect.
I was in the ghetto. Let's just leave it at that. I was in the ghetto. My manager didn't know anything. I'm new to working. Like this is technically I'm just going to do whatever you tell me to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm doing.
Yeah, you're not going to try and buck the system for sure.
Nope, not at all. Like
you didn't have that moment when
the
you
thing
were like,
that I was there for was yeah. But there were like moments where I was just like, wait, what if we do this? Oh, we're not doing that. But the fat people.
The fat people.
The fat
That's
people.
awful. That is awful.
I'm terrified of fat people. I'm like small, and it's just like they push me aside. It's just like, move, little girl. And I'm just like, okay, peace out.
So
Don't stomp on.
I got a question for you that's basically kind of similar to stuff that happens to me. So without getting too much into it, I'm a weapons instructor, right? That's my job when I'm not doing this. And I got 3 types of students, right? And I'm sure you've got a couple of types of customers. I got the gun nut that knows everything about everything and wants to talk to you about it because he thinks that you know everything too. You got there's other ones, but basically that, I don't want to get too, into it, but basically that person is like the worst type of student. Now, I imagine you have people that come into the store that all they want to do is just talk to you about video games. Like shit that you don't even know anything about, like weird Japanese imports and stuff like that. Does that happen a lot over there?
Yes, actually a lot more than what you may think. And I had to learn. Like I really had to learn. Like I've always been gaming since I was growing up, but I gamed with mostly specific games. I knew of all the consoles and games coming out, but I didn't know anything about them. but I grew up with Nintendo. That was my shit, was Nintendo.
Fuck
So
yeah.
whenever customers came in about Nintendo, fuck yeah, I could talk to you about Nintendo like day, night, Thanksgiving, Christmas. But if you come up to me talking about PlayStation 1, uh-huh.
You just gloss
And then I
over
have
and
to
you're
go
like, oh, yeah.
home. I'll go back into like the computer area, and I'll just sit there and like start looking at shit about the first thing on, and customers that come in and they sort of know what they're talking about, but I know that that's not true,
Sure.
and they think they're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know
It's
exactly
just
what
like
you're
they
saying.
think they know. Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
gotcha.
think they know, they don't.
I gotcha.
And then there are the customers that ask you all the questions about the one thing that you don't know. And you tell them 20 times that you don't know. And it's just like,
Yeah.
I can't help you, lady. Go ask your grandson. He's the one that knows.
Yeah. I just recently went into a GameStop not too far from my house. I had to go there like a couple days in a row because I was just trading shit in, and you know, you forget things here and there, and you want to make sure you get the pristine, money back for it. My $7 for a brand new game. So I the woman that was working there, she was young. She was probably about my age, and she just looked completely like there was some guy talking to her, and she looked like completely just broken, just like she just didn't give a crap at all. She like looked up at him every once in a while, kind of nodded, and then went back to what she was doing. And I just felt so bad. And then when he left, I asked her about it, and she goes, every day. She said, I had one guy that came in every day, same guy, would talk about the same crap, not buy anything, and just like, God, that must be awful. Because I've always wanted to work.
Yeah.
Always wanted to work at a GameStop, but I guess it's not that great.
You everything to be able to answer all the questions that are going to be thrown at you. We'll receive like it. You know, there's a lot of guns, and then there's a lot of games and systems and tablets and computers and phones. And what the shit are you doing?
Just can't keep up with all of it. There's just too much. There's just too much to do.
I don't even work there anymore, and I don't really work there anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it would be too much for me. My numbers were already shit when I was working there.
Fair
I don't
enough.
think they'd be any better now.
Oh man.
So transitioning from crazy GameStop stories,
Sure.
Fiona, how about some crazy Twitch stories?
Oh, here it comes.
Oh God.
So yeah, okay. Being a female gamer, right, and obviously being on Twitch has got to be a completely different experience than Gatto and I. What we experience. How bad is the harassment? I mean, do you get harassed pretty regularly from people in there, or not so much? Because you're not. And I want to make this abundantly clear. There are two types of female streamers. All right, they're the cam girls, and then there's the people who actually like games and like playing games. So Fiona definitely is 100%. I'm not going to wear a low-cut shirt. I'm going to play a fucking video game, and you're going to watch it. Take it or leave it. So I just want to, precurse the conversation with that. So do you ever get harassed? Like, people come into chat and just say crazy stuff to you?
Yeah, even if I'm not dressed provocatively, I guess that's how you pronounce that. I do still get the, hey, show me, and the, hey, I want to stick it in your butt, and
Wonderful.
all this other stuff. And it's like, it's random people coming in, and then of course, as most Twitch people have their stalkers. Yeah, let's just go ahead and include that. I think we all have a stalker.
Yeah.
It actually, I think everybody, anything online or is online, is going to have a stalker at some point.
It'll happen eventually. And if you don't have a stalker yet, just hang around long enough and you'll get one.
You're just not doing it right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you just need a webcam and just to have a nice flowy voice. And, just show that neck up. As long as you show the neck up, then you're going to have a stalker.
Crazy.
I promise you that.
Crazy.
Has your experience on Twitch been more positive or negative overall?
I guess it would actually be a little bit more positive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to say because the past, I'm going to say month at this point, has been like just legit hell. It was good. It was great for like a long time. Everybody's talking about my streaming and how great it is, but they were also saying that because I normally had a co-host who me and him ended up having a fallout, shall we say?
Mm-hmm. Fallout reference.
And no.
Oh, sorry.
Fallout as in kind of like your best friend breakup.
Oh, sure,
Let's
sure.
just put it like that. Best friend breakup.
I know what you meant. I just couldn't help myself.
I'd probably do the same if I were you. It's okay. But no, I don't remember what I was saying exactly.
Friendship
I'm
breakup.
sorry. Yeah, your co-host left.
Yeah, well, we had our best friend breakup, and like since then, the past month has been kind of help. Him basically blasting me as a bad person, and he has his followers and I have mine, and his followers went crazy too. I don't understand what happened, to be perfectly honest. I can't tell you exactly the entire story.
Sure.
But long story short, little fallout, and my last month has been hell, but it's starting to pick up and get a little bit better, a little bit calmer. Good mod who is actually really good at sensing out the trolls. Like, if there's a troll that's coming in, it's automatically, he knows. So.
Sort of.
And how many mods in your chat on like a regular basis? Do you have like one or two people, or how on lockdown is your chat?
Dude, I can't really tell you that because there one, and then there will be days where I only have just mods and like one person that's not a mod, and we're all talking and everything. So I mean, I think altogether I have 6 at this point.
Okay.
They're all in different areas. There's actually one in the same state as me, and then there's one in Canada, one in the UK, and another one from a different state. But I haven't seen him in months at this point, so I don't know why he's still my mod. But he's actually pretty cool. But yeah, like it I can't really say how many I'll have. Sometimes I won't even have any mods, and I have to mod myself.
Yeah.
And would you do anything differently looking back on this like co-hosting relationship that you did with this other streamer? Would you have, looking back on it, would you have started out doing that, and then how would you have handled it any differently?
Well, I mean, I'm actually okay without. I don't really like to look on the past. I mean, I do it a lot, but I don't like to really look on the past and be all like, oh, I should have done this, because I can't. That all I can do is really like learn from that mistake or whatever I did wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, how about this? Do you have any advice? Like, because we got a lot of listeners from all over the planet, and I'm sure a lot of them are interested in video games. They might not stream, but if you can give them advice, the one thing you wish you knew before you went into broadcasting, what would that be?
Basically, just watch what you say, because you can think somebody's going to be like your great friend, and you can get into a fight, and it can bite you in the ass and then fuck you dry. And it can.
That was graphic.
For that. I told you, I'm vulgar. I have no filter. I asked you before this started.
This is a children's show, goddammit.
I think he's the only one. But no, yeah, it can really come back at you.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Are you just saying that in general, or are you talking about in regards to like how you talk to your chat, or break that down for me a little bit more?
Just general, like it doesn't matter who you're talking to, with one person, or if it's like to your entire chat and this and that, because people can take things out of context a lot. That happens a lot. Like you can say one thing, and especially with people from different countries, like there is a language barrier, even if you're speaking the same language. Like there's still that little barrier. They still have different ways of saying one thing, and you say it this way, and it means like a totally horrible thing to them. Like just even small words.
Like the
can
word
mean something
fanny?
Totally different. Yes.
Ask a
knob.
Brit. Ask a Brit.
I know. A knob. Let's go ahead and put knob in that little
Beautiful
stream of random things.
Yeah.
I'll give you one hint of what it is.
Oh, I get it. I got it. Don't worry about that. I Googled it with safe search off, and I kind of wish I didn't. No, I'm kidding.
So do you have any advice in particular for a girl who's going to start streaming?
Be very prepared for harassment. A lot of it. Like it, especially if you're new, they will attack you a little bit worse. I have noticed since I do have mods and I have a sort of active stream that the harassers don't come at that just give a fuck about anything. They're just gonna sit there and attack you, and then the mod has to do their job and ban or timeout or whatever it is.
Sure.
And do you have a specific set of rules for how you deal with them? Do you do like 2 ban outs and then or 2 timeout and then a ban, or do you just cut to the chase and ban those motherfuckers?
There are times when if it's just me, then I just ban them because they're playing a game. I don't want to sit there and keep alt tabbing and trying to time them out or whatever. But I mean, normally if it's like with my mod, somebody like trying to tell me to show them my tits or something like that, they'll do like 2 timeouts and then they'll ban. And normally it only takes 1 timeout for them to just go away. Luckily. As long as I have my mods there.
Yeah, there you go.
Because then my mod shit and rip them a new one. I have the best mods ever. Because I really don't care. Like, respect mods for a reason. And if they belittle your man, let them. Like, I don't give 2 fucking shits. They're the only ones allowed to talk shit.
Machine, any questions?
No, I think that's it. I didn't really have any other. To be honest, I didn't have any questions at all prepared. I just kind of was like haphazardly,
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
You guys want to cover any news? I mean, we don't have to completely focus on Fiona the entire time.
I know it's not always about you.
Yeah, I'm not
God, Fiona.
Hey now.
It's just so news. Anybody have anything they want to cover? Anything coming out, happening this weekend?
Coming out? You don't mean September 1st for Metal Gear Solid and Phantom Pain? Is that what you're talking about?
God.
That's
Tuesday.
the only thing I'm talking about.
Tuesday.
I think I've mentioned this before, but I definitely got work off that day. I will be going 24 hours solid.
Yeah, I'm going to take
Metal
some
Gear.
time off too, I think.
Yep.
Y'all are so lucky. I don't have any way of playing it or getting any games until I get my job back.
I'm going to be spending an embarrassing amount of money this fall on video games.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier, and the games that are coming out, it's kind of like it's great. Like, this is a really good year to be a gamer. There's a lot of just fantastic titles coming out. You've got Metal Gear comes out next week. You've got Fallout 4, the new Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, because I love the remake. It was amazing. You've got Rainbow Six Siege.
That got delayed.
Till when?
I think it got delayed till December.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I saw the release date for that earlier. It was like December 9th, maybe?
15th.
Something like that. 15th?
Damn it, Google, you're still honey dicking me with this October 13th business. That's not true.
That's bullshit.
Hey, are any of you excited for that game Wasteland coming out, or is it Wasteland 2? Have you guys seen that?
What is that? That's like a real-time strategy kind of post-apocalyptic thing, right? Or is that something I'm thinking completely different?
It
that
is.
PC?
I think it is.
It's not for
as well.
PC, is it?
Let's see.
Everybody-
The first one is. The first one's on Steam.
Wasteland is also coming out on October 13th. Let's see, Xbox One and PS4, originally released in 2014 on PC.
Yeah.
Because I think that has some Fallout roots to it as well. I'm curious.
Yeah,
I haven't
like
seen
original
too much
Fallout.
on that. So there's that, and then are either of you interested in playing Mad Max, which releases? Oh, I can't believe on the same day as Metal Gear. Poor fuckers.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're gonna do so hot. This is a terrible release date because basically
They've been
anything
pimping
that
it
comes
pretty
out.
hard.
Well, yeah, I mean you have to when you're coming up against Metal Gear 5. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
you've got to get like the best marketers that have ever lived on that campaign. Otherwise, you're SOL. But you know what? I bet you it's going to be one of those kind of sleeper hits because it's parallel to such a massive title coming out that it'll be months before people start really talking about like, wow, this game's really awesome, because it's overshadowed by Metal Gear. Unfortunately, there's lots of games like that
to be good.
Like, have you ever,
It's like, go ahead.
we talked about this before. Alan Wake is one of those games that came out around the same time a really big game came out, and nobody really talked about it, but it turned out to be one of the better games on the 360. What about you, Fiona? You got any games on your wish list that you kind of? I mean, even if you can't buy them, you're looking forward to playing them.
Pretty much just Andromeda, which is coming out.
Oh yeah, Andromeda.
I'm not familiar with this game. What is this?
Mass Effect. It's a new Mass Effect.
Oh, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's supposed to take place. I think they said before. Yep, it's been pushed back to 2016.
No.
I am now highly depressed about this. Yeah.
Fucking bullshit, man.
December,
Sorry.
I believe it was the original, or November. It was around, and then they pushed it back, which is highly depressing. But it's supposed to take place before the Mass Effect with Shepard.
Commander Shepard.
I'm kind of excited.
Interesting. That's a series I've struggled to get into. I have the first and the second one on 360.
Yeah.
It's those two and Dragon Age. I don't know what it is. It's about that publisher, the EA like RPG. I want to like it. Okay. I didn't like the first.
I couldn't
Mass
get
Effect
into
at all.
Dragon Age.
I couldn't
No,
get
I
into
couldn't
it.
get into Dragon Age. No,
Okay.
that's just one thing I can't get into. So you're not alone on that one.
That Dragon Age and The Witcher, the latest Witcher, are two games that I'm super hesitant about. Like, I really want to like those and I want to get into it, but alone that'll take so much time to do all the stuff that I want to do. It's almost like overwhelming. Like, I got to wait for a really slow year to go back to those.
So The Witcher.
Right.
I've been playing The Witcher 3 for roughly 100 hours, I would say.
Damn. Okay.
And I'm not even close to beating it. So it is an extraordinarily massive game. I mean, it's overwhelming to the point that there's so much to do that when my ADD kicks in, I'll start a quest and then like 4 hours later I'll have it complete because I did 100 different things along the way.
Okay.
It's obscene.
It
But I
sounds
love
like
it.
me on Fallout.
Oh, I absolutely love, like Fallout, like the kind of open world. You're just walking along, minding your own business, and somebody comes out and says, there's some shit burning down a village, or, there's rad roaches everywhere, and come help me, kind of shit. That's how Witcher is as well. I mean, just random NPCs coming out and asking for your help, and then, an hour later, you completely forgot what you were doing in the first place. It's great, though. I mean, it's a fantastic game. I absolutely love it, but yeah, it's definitely got that going for it.
Okay. Fiona, what's your favorite type of game genre overall across the board? Is it like more the third person RPG thing?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I just really like certain kind of games. Like, it could be a racing, or like, I like certain games out of like the different genres, basically.
Okay.
I don't really like just one genre. But I don't like hunting games. Fuck hunting games. They just absorb my time because I can't even make a single kill, and then I get really determined to make that kill, and I can't do it.
You're talking about like the Oregon Trail, where you shoot 100 squirrels, but you can only take 2 with you?
Yeah.
Or are we talking about... Or are we
Yeah,
talking about
pretty much.
Cabela's? Like I'm confused.
I've never
That-
tried like a big buck hunter game before in my life, or those like the Cabela's bear hunting extravaganza. Like, I've never tried one of those. Are they good?
It's really like honey. It just takes for fucking ever.
Do you guys watch?
It's like you'll be sitting there doing the little horn, and then it's like you hear it, and it takes like 20 minutes to find the fucker, and then you scare it. And there goes your life. 20 minutes.
So it sounds like me playing Long Dark.
The Long Dark. Oh, I love that game.
I fucking suck at hunting.
You guys watch Parks and Recreation?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Did you see the episode where it was, I think, Chris Pratt's character was having like a roller skating party or birthday party or whatever, and Ron Swanson goes in and sees that one girl playing one of those Cabela games, and he gets on it and he's like, "Oh, this is bullshit," and he takes her out into the woods and they kill a deer for real or whatever.
No.
Oh God.
I think I remember that one. I think that's like one of the first few seasons, like at least before season 4. Definitely, like
yeah,
the
I think
first
it might have
3
been
seasons.
season 4 actually. I can't remember exactly, but it was somewhere in the middle because they have like 7 seasons.
I could totally
somewhere
go
in
and
there.
ask Alan.
Interesting.
That's like he watches it like his religion.
Yeah, I love
Really
that
I
show.
tapped out after like whichever season they went to Washington. I kind of started to.
Yeah, I think that was the
phase
3rd
out.
season. But man, that show's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what I've just recently got into, and I'm absolutely loving it. I don't know where I've been. I actually only started to hear about it more because of the pack that came out for Dota, Rick and Morty, the cartoon.
Oh yeah. I've never watched it, but I've seen commercials for it.
It's ridiculously
Is
funny.
it?
I had no idea. I don't know why I just dragged my feet on it. There's something about the art style to it because I only saw stills from it that just like I was just judging it based on the colors. I was like, there's no way those colors could be funny. And I don't know why.
Makes sense.
I know. I'm just a fucking hater. But so I finally
I
gave
did
it a
that with
chance.
Archer at first. Yeah, I did.
Archer.
Archer.
Oh my God. All the time I do the phrasing thing.
Yeah, I got into Rick and Morty because of this Dota pack that came out, and so it's like a Dota.
I was like, I'm not gonna like this show, and then Alan actually made me really watch it, and I'm glad he did.
Say that again. Sorry,
you're
there's
doing
a
like
delay
some
between the
Megatron
audio
shit.
and the video. Say that one more time. Sorry.
Yeah, it was like cutting off for me, so I was just waiting. Oh my God, that was so creepy. My son got these little fish and they're trying to swim and they're not in water, and I hear them clicking, and it shouldn't do that. It should not do that.
He has a storm
scared now.
coming.
No, his toys have been making noises all day. Like, just he's not around. He's asleep or he's away, and it's just they turn on.
Sounds to me
I
like you're gonna get
can't
murdered by
understand
toys.
why I'm being haunted today.
That reminds me of like
think
that
it's-
old Dane Cook speak and spell bit. Play with me.
Jeez.
Yeah, that. And
All right.
these are his new toys.
New
I don't
podcast
like- I don't
rule,
like
no
it.
more Dane Cook references.
You made a new rule.
Yep,
Leave
new rule.
Dane alone.
Oh jeez. Oh man. So yeah. Oh man. Video games.
So we got video games. We got news covered. We kind of got TV covered. Anybody seen Straight Outta Compton?
No.
No,
God.
but I got a buddy of mine that I work with, and he was saying that he purposefully went on like a Thursday at noon to go watch it just because he didn't want to, get shot, basically.
Is it rough in your area?
It is. There's
I'm not
parts.
worried about that.
There's parts, that you definitely want to bring 2 magazines with you when you're out and about.
Goodness, yeah, no,
Yeah.
everybody, I could walk into almost any theater around where I live and not be bothered.
Oh, jeez.
But I
Yeah,
can
I
also
don't
count on
like it.
somebody having a gun in that theater too, so it's
Yeah.
kind of just like I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I live in
Yeah,
an
you'll
open
be
carry
alright.
state, so it's all
Shot.
good.
Yeah, same. Gotta love them red staters. But okay, so we got Straight Outta Compton. I still been meaning to see that. What else? I don't even know. I've been so out of the loop when it comes to movies. Like I'm only getting into Rick and Morty, which is out like 3 years ago. So
That's all right. I just started watching Game of Thrones not too long ago, and literally everybody knows more about that show than I do. So then I'm like,
I don't.
Are you still
haven't watched
plodding
it yet.
through?
yeah,
I still haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's so good. I'm like in the middle of season 2. Like, and then I'll like go to work and I'll say, "Oh, you're not gonna believe what happened," and they're like, "Oh, you haven't even seen anything. That's mild." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Dick. Jeez."
I've been meaning to get like the latest, whichever the last book is on audio, because I've read all the books, and I think I mentioned that I read them all and promptly fucking forgot them as soon as I closed the last book. Just done. Out. I just like deleted it and made room for more important
brain
shit.
dumped it. That's the story of my life.
I kind of want to go back and read it again so I can get excited for the next book coming out before that fat fuck dies. And I say that to my like friends who are fans of, just to like poke and needle them, just like he's gonna die. You're not gonna get your book. But
yeah, he's like half a cheeseburger away from being killed by a Lannister.
He's just half a cheeseburger, dude. But he's not. We love him anyways.
Yeah.
George Railroad Martin, don't you go anywhere. I need this series to be complete. But yeah, I want to go back and get the book on audio and re-listen to it again because I do so much driving, like commute and stuff. I could burn through it. Like the amount of podcasts I listen to on a weekly basis, I could put a serious dent in that book and get ready for the next one coming out. So I've been debating on doing that. But I also have a massive backlog of like books that I've purchased that I just have not gotten to reading yet. That it's getting kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like I have to stop buying that shit. So I've like been transitioning more from, I used to be like obsessed with Kindle. I went through a period. So like 2008, like right as soon as I got into college, I was just ordering books like fucking crazy off of Amazon and just getting boxes on boxes on boxes every week of different paperbacks. And then I got an iPad and it was just like, fuck that shit. But I realized like I think this is part of the reason or part of the issue with, what's it called? Is just like me retaining stuff is on the iPad when I'm reading on a Kindle or like the Kindle app, I don't retain nearly as much. And so I went back to physical copies of books and then I started buying them like crazy again, but I'm not reading it even nearly the pace that I was before just because I don't have nearly as much free time. So
yeah, I buy comic books on the Kindle app.
Yeah, I did that with the Walking Dead series.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah,
I got it. I mean,
book.
I burned through the Walking Dead just every night. Yeah, on iPad. That was the greatest.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I think that about wraps up episode 8. Unless anybody has anything they want to add.
We could do top 3 comics. I don't
Top
care.
3 comics? Deadpool. Okay, next question. So, yeah, okay, so that's it. That's episode 8. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Again, this is going to be audio version. It'll be on SoundCloud at Idiot Party Cast. You can also find it on YouTube, the video version, at Idiot Party Cast. It's not too bad. Thank you guys for stopping by, and thank you, Fiona, for your time.
Let's do social media plugs for Fiona. Fiona, you want to give your shout out to your Twitter, your Twitch, your whatevers, your Insta faces?
I only have Twitter and Twitch right now. It's XxPhiona, PhionaXX.
And that's both. That's at on Twitter and / on the Twitch TV. So,
yes.
Yeah. I'm Scott.
I made it easy.
At An Idiot Plays. Nick is at Ghetto Party TV on the Twitterverse.
On Twitter and Gato Party on Twitch.
On Ghetto Party -TV on the Twitches.
I don't know why the fuck I did that. It's becoming a massive pain in the ass, and
Isn't it because there was some fat kid took the other one on Twitter?
Well, he's not fat, but
well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was way too quick to add details that weren't true. I apologize.
I mean, I just feel bad because I'm sure every once in a while people like tag him and shit. He's just like, what is with all these American nerds just bothering me? But,
I don't know what Twitch is, but they keep tagging me.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, that's the end of episode 8. Thank you very much, Fiona, for stopping by. We really enjoyed your company, and hopefully you can come back. We'd really like to have you come back. So
Definitely.
I had fun. Thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem at all. So that's it. And again, this is a weekly independent podcast where we talk about video games and movies and television and pop culture and blah, blah, blah. Again, every Sunday, this is going to be posted around midnight. Well, it'd be 11 o'clock because if it was midnight, it'd be Monday. Anyway, I'm rambling, and thank you for listening. Bye.